Hey guys, it's Sean Navin with PHS Proud. Today I want to show you how to properly fold a public health service flag. That is a 3 foot by 5 foot flag. And so this is going to be a flag with the PHS symbol directly in the middle, 1/2 the hoist, aka 1/2 the height of the flag. That's going to be the proper sizing according to the Corps' protocols or policies. So I'm going to show you how to fold that today properly so that you can display it nicely in your shadow box or just have it show the insignia appropriately, because if you do fold it like a normal American flag, what ends up happening is that if you use that technique, you have mostly just a blank yellow background, or your flag just shows a blank yellow face, which is fine, but if you put it in a shadow box, you probably will want to have some type of insignia showing just to kind of show that PHS logo. So I'm going to show you how to do that today. All right, guys, so I'm going to show you how to fold this 3 foot by 5 foot public health service flag appropriately so that it will display a portion of the insignia in a shadow box if you put it in a shadow box. So the way that you want to start is to first lay out the flag so that the metal holes are on your right hand side and that the insignia is upside down. So again, holes on the right side, insignia is upside down. So that's the first step. The second step is to take the bottom here and you're going to fold it up this way, and I forgot to mention, but you're going to want a tape measure for this, and you will want to be precise with these measurements. So take the tape measure and you want to make sure that this fold that you just did is about 12 inches. So the point from here up to here is 12 inches. So I have that at 12 on the 12 inch mark there. So what I want to do is make sure this is nice and creased, and so you just make sure to fold it out. You'll really want to make sure there's good folds in it, because that'll determine how well it folds at the end. So second step, measure the distance from the bottom to right here, and you want to make sure that that is 12 inches. So step number 3, fold the top half down so that this width is 4.5 inches. Step number 4 is you're going to go back to the bottom and you're going to fold this up so that the width is 4 inches. Okay, so again, this is 4 inches, and I'm going to crease that and make sure it's well folded. So step number 5 then is you're going to take the bottom of the flag now, and you're going to bring it all the way to the top. And make sure that that the bottom that you folded up lines up with the top crease. So I'm doing that now. Again, make sure that everything is folded and creased nicely, because that'll make the triangular folding much easier. When you have that finished, this new thickness or width will be about 7 inches. Okay, this is a little bit more. So I have about 7 3/4 inches right there, but it should be around 7. So 7 3/4, that should work. Step number 6 now, we actually want to flip the entire flag upside down, because it turns out this is going to be the section that's actually showing when we have it folded at the end. So we're going to flip the entire flag upside down. I understand there might be a different starting point that we could do to get to this point, but this is just the way that I do it. So if you come up with another way, great. Okay, step number 7 is we are now going to fold from this end, and again, make sure it's nice and tight and well folded. And the thickness of this should be about
6 inches there. So that's 6 inches. I'm going to fold the triangles. So as I fold, I'm really going to make sure the edges are staying tight and straight throughout the flag, because again, this will determine how well it folds at the end. Okay. I'm going to position my body like this so I can just keep the flag from moving on the end, because again, you really want tight creases to make sure it folds properly. So now I'm going to fold my triangles. I want the corners to be nice and crisp and sharp, and I want the edges to be straight. So take your time to make sure that you fold it nice and tight here. And then I'm gonna keep folding like this 5 times. So that was 1, now this is 2. Again, keeping the edges straight and looking nice and neat, just like when we're in our uniform. I'm just really making sure this is staying nice and tight and straight here. Okay, so I folded it from the left side 5 times, and you can see that I can see some of the anchor and caduceus there. Now I'm going to do the right side. So this is step number 8, I believe. So I'm going to fold on the right side here, like that. And this thickness, unlike the other side that was 6, this thickness is going to be about 4.5. So that's about 4.5. And then step 9 is to fold the triangles. Be sure to keep the edges nice and straight and crisp. Okay, so I got the edge nice and crisp, and again, I'm going to do the folds, and I'm making sure the lines match up and are crisp and have good edges. And if this part's a little loose, but again, just work it in to get it crisp as possible and straight. So this part here, so I'm going to pause here and mention, so this is the part that's going to determine how well you are located, or how well you did your measurements. So I am a little off here. So that means I need to go back and probably take a 1/2 inch off from my measurement. So I'm going to do that. So I'm going to unfold it again, and I'll show you what I mean. Excuse me, I'll show you what I mean by measurement. So here I did 4.5 inches. I'm just going to do 4 inches on this flap. So again, this is 4 inches. I started off with 4.5 with this width here, but I'm going to do 4 because I came up a little short there. So we'll try it again. Again, keeping my corners and edges nice and straight. And then as I fold it over, I can see that the tips are meeting, so my measurement correction worked better. So you can kind of tweak that as you need it. So then fold in, it has this nice little last space here. So you can see I didn't keep my flag completely straight, but this, I'll make it work. You just have to put in a little elbow grease here, but I'm gonna fold into this last part here. Just kind of work it in there. So you have these 2 back parts here, and then we're gonna flip it over. And there you go. You're gonna have, just work the corners and edges as you need to. But there you go. You're gonna have a nice triangle for your shadow box, displaying some of the anchor and caduceus and the snakes here. So you don't need to worry about this backside because it's gonna be in the shadow box. So that's how you're gonna fold, that's how you can fold the PHS flag to put in your shadow box. Again, if you fold it like a regular American flag, then it's going to be a blank yellow face, which you might be fine with. That's okay. It might be easier than this process. But if you want to get this showing in your shadow box, that's how you can fold the PHS flag. Hope this helps.